Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Mimi. In today's video, I'm excited to share with you some Excel shortcuts. Excel shortcuts are important because they can help you to increase your productivity. With just few strokes of keyboard, you can do things quickly and easily navigate Excel. Remember, mastering this Excel shortcut can take some time, so you just need to practice and keep using them daily with your Excel routine. Starting with number 1. Often you might come across Excel file where all the data is clustered together, like this one, making it hard to read. A quick solution is to press Ctrl A. This is going to select all the data, and then make sure you hold Alt and press HOI. This action will automatically expand all your columns, allowing you to view the data properly. Number 2. Many times you'll be working with a lot of data sets and you might need to scroll to find things. If you notice, as I scroll, I will lose track of those headers right here because I scrolled past them. How do I make those headers to stick even though I'm scrolling? What you can do, you can hold Alt on your computer and do WFR. And now if I scroll, I can still see the headers of my data. And if you want to undo this, you just need to go here where it says free spin and click on free spin. Now we're back to what it was before. Somebody might ask you at your workplace, maybe while you're sharing your screen, they can say, can you please go to row 500 or row 1000? With this next shortcut, you're easily able to go there quickly without having to scroll down in your data. If you have small data, it would have been easy to do that. But let's say you have thousands of rows like I do here. How are you easily able to do this? What you can do is you can click on Ctrl G. This will bring up this reference for you, and you just need to give it the name of the column that you want to go to. So let's say that I'm interested in going to B1001. I just click OK. Now we're here on this particular column that I've noted. Now let's go back to the top of the page. Instead of me having to scroll, what I can do is I can do Control with my up arrow and then back up. If you want to go back to the bottom of the page, you can do hold on Control and click the down arrow. Now you're at the bottom of the page. The next one is, let's say that you want to add a new row here, and this is the product column here. I don't want to have to type out all this product name here. What I can do is I can tell Excel, okay, Alt, you hold down Alt on your computer and you hold down the down arrow. Now, if you notice that it's showing me all the products that we already have here, and I can scroll. Now, let's say I want to add this wine. I can just click it. Now it's here, and I can just easily put in the same thing for the rest of the columns. Next one. Let's say that I want to add up this quantity column here. What I just need to do is, instead of having to write out the formula like sum, what we can do is to hold Alt and do equals. And if you notice, Excel automatically wrote this formula. I just have to hit enter. And if I want, I can format this to become as separated by going back to home and hit this. Now I have the quantity total. Next, sometimes you might need to add a new row when you're working with data in Excel. Let's say that I want to add a new row here. What I need to first do is I need to first highlight where I want to add that new row. So for that, I'll do Shift space. Now that the row is highlighted, next thing I need to do is now to tell Excel I want to add a new row here. What I need to do is to do Ctrl Shift plus, and that's going to add a new row. I can do it again. I'm going to have another new row. Let's say I want to delete this row. I don't need it again, or any of the rows. Then I can do Ctrl minus. Ctrl minus is going to delete a row automatically. Next, while we're still dealing with rows, let's say that I want to hide a particular row. For example, let's say I want to hide this row that I'm on. What I just have to do is to hold Ctrl 9, and that's going to hide it. If I want to hide this one too, Ctrl 9. Next, let's move to column operations. So if I want to go back to the top now, I do Ctrl up. Now I'm back up here. Let's say I want to highlight this particular column that I'm on. All I have to just do is to hit Ctrl space. And now that it's highlighted like we did for rows, we can do Ctrl Shift plus. And this is going to add a new column. Ctrl Shift plus is going to add a new column. And similarly, Ctrl minus is going to delete a column. And like we did for rows, we can also hide a column. To hide a column, you just need to do Ctrl 0. So Ctrl 0 is going to hide that column. There are many times that you want to make some changes to your data. For example, if you notice here that Connecticut is spelled wrongly here. This is the right spelling. If I want to make changes here, I'm going to have to make changes to a lot of them in this file. How do I easily do this? All I have to do is just to do Ctrl H, and Ctrl H is going to ask me, what do you want me to look for? I'm going to say, I want you to look for the wrong spelling with a double T, and I want you to replace it with just one T. Connecticut has just one T, and I just have to click replace all, and this is going to tell me, oh, it made changes to 8 of them, and if I notice now, they are now spelled correctly. Next, let's say I want to extract the first name from the customer name here, and I don't want to have to type out each one or write a formula. What I can do is I can type out the first one. Zach is the first customer name, and instead of me having to type out the rest, all I just have to do is I have to do Ctrl E, and now I have all the customer names automatically. Next, let's say I want to quickly format this unit price here, or the total price. I want to quickly format it. I can highlight the column here, and I can do Ctrl 1. Ctrl 1 is going to give me all those options, and I can click my currency. You can click any currency of your choice. I'm going to click dollar, and I can click OK. And now this is going to automatically format this for me. Next, one nice thing is that Excel remembers the last operation that I performed. It knows that the last thing I did was I changed this to a dollar amount. Let's say I want to do the same thing for this total price, but I don't want to have to do the same thing. I can just highlight this and click F4. And this is going to remember that I make this a dollar, and now I have this too as a dollar. Next, many times you want to quickly filter your data, but you don't want to have to go here and click filter. What you have to do is, let's say I'm interested in this Cheville. I can right click here and go to filter. This one says filter by selected value cell, and I can see here that my data is automatically filtered to this. Sometimes when you're sharing your screen or you're showing some analysis to somebody, you might want to highlight a row. Let's say I want to highlight this easily. I can do shift space, and those two highlights this row. Another thing you can do, let's say you want to give it another background color so that people can easily see it. What you can do is hold Alt and do HH. This will bring out this color, and you can just give it this color so that people can see it easily. And lastly, many times you want to reshuffle your data, not necessarily sorting it, but you just want to move things around. Let's say I'm interested in moving this row to the top of this one. What I just have to do is I have to highlight the row first. So I'll click shift space. Shift space is going to highlight it first. Now that I have it highlighted, I have to hold down shift on my computer. And if you notice that my mouse had changed to those arrows, now I just hold down shift and I can move it here. Now this has moved for me. That's it. I hope you find this Excel shortcut useful to help increase your productivity. If you find this video useful, please remember to like and subscribe. I will see you next time. Bye.